People who live in California are now leaving the Golden State. Our next guest, who was a California state representative, says the state's liberal politics actually drove him out. In an op-ed on FoxNews.com, he writes, California isn't the future. Rather, it's what America's 2016 election of Donald Trump saved the nation from becoming. Here with more is former California State Assemblyman and Vice President of Texas Public Policy Foundation, Chuck DeVore. Chuck, thanks for being with us.
Hey, great to be with you.
Well, tell me why you wrote this op-ed.
Well, I wrote the op-ed in response to the CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, who sent out this piece by Rui Teixeira that basically said that California has become a paradise because the Democrats crushed the Republicans, and now we need another civil war in America so that we can implement the California utopia for the whole country. And I thought, this is insane. California is not a utopia. It's got the nation's highest poverty rate because of the crushing regulations and taxes.
How long did you live there in California?
I lived there my entire adult life, and I moved to Texas in late 2011. I served in the state legislature for 6 years, and eventually I just had enough. I worked in the aerospace industry, and it got to the point where we had to take care of my in-laws. They were in failing health. And we needed a bigger house. And housing costs are so expensive in California because of the environmental regulations, the taxes, the development fees. We were able to move to Texas, and we have a far better quality of life in the state of Texas.
Yeah, I've lived in that state. It's a wonderful state. The people are so nice, and you're right, taxes, you don't pay state income taxes. Home prices are 126% higher in the state of California. So if you bought a house in Texas for $230,000, it's going to be about $520,000 in the state of California. That is astronomical, a big difference. So you're saying a lot of people are moving out of California and doing the same thing you did?
Yeah, about a net of 100,000 people every year move out of California into other states, the plurality of which move to Texas. They're mostly conservatives. There are a lot of entrepreneurs, people who have been driven out of California by the crushing regulatory burden of that state. And that's one of the reasons why the supplemental poverty rate in California is 39% higher proportionally than in Texas.
All right, real quickly, why do you think the president has saved America from becoming a California?
Well, if you look at the direction the nation was heading under President Obama and where it would have gone under Hillary Clinton, they intended to implement basically California regulations and taxes on the whole country. And I think that would have been a disaster from the standpoint of opportunity and job creation for all Americans.
Well, Chuck, we wish you all the best. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome.